Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Thursday Hoops. It's the Boston Celtics going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
And the Lakers going through their pregame routines. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke bringing us great reports from the sideline. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for Boston. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Russell Westbrook out there at Patrick Beverley. They've got Bryant. They'll be watching him boxing out and maneuvering for the easy baskets inside. They'll be counting certainly on his production. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Davis at the four-man position.
Lakers ended up 17-13 against Eastern Conference teams last year, but that wasn't really a dominating effort. Certainly not what you would expect from a playoff team.
So the Lakers win the tip. Dishes it to LeBron. Pass to Davis. Good. And to make the playoffs in the West, you do need to have a record similar to that of the Lakers against the East. You know, Steve, no team that made the postseason in the West had a record below 500. So the Lakers took care of what they needed to.
Well, you know what's odd, Kevin, is that in the shortened season before, when the Lakers were the cream of the Pacific Division and everything was going well, they only went 500 against the East. So, you know, if they want to bounce back this season, they'll need to not give away games and make sure they keep their out-of-conference record better than 500.
Free throw off from Smart.
You know, a big part of why the Celtics dropped so much last season was they weren't very good on the road. Ended with a 14-27 record away from home, which was by far the lowest of any team in the East that made the playoffs.
Now here is Davis. Misses the three. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the Lakers head coach. One of the most important things he wants his team to do defensively in this game is to maintain pressure on them on the perimeter and not allow them to get into any rhythm or flow in their long-range shooting game. We'll see how disruptive they are, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
As you said, Clark, rarely can you win just over a third of your road games like the Celtics did and expect to make the playoffs. Hang ahead, they played closer to 500 on the road. You know, Steve, there's a good chance they could have ended up as the fifth or the fourth seed.
Well, in the Celtics case, it wasn't their defense, Kevin. It was their offense that betrayed them when they went out onto the road. They just couldn't win in close games. And some of it was just age and injury. But so many of those road losses from last year, it just came back to haunt them. And that's why they ended up with that 7 seed.
And that one falls for Davis.
Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
So it's Boston now. Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Well, Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. And he's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Braun. And there's the whistle, foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim. Smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw good from Brown. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past, but look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and Celtics are now in rebuilding mode. Got 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Smart kicks to Brown. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Bryant. Shot from free throw range. Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Brown with it. Kicks it to Smart. Bergman. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws.
In many ways, the Lakers had what would be called the nightmare season in 12-13. Despite that, they protected staples. Playing in front of the Hollywood Stars has always been an energy boost for the Lakers, and they made the most of it even though they struggled away from home.
And so he makes both from the line. And Clark, as you said, with the Lakers, very good at home last season in what would be one of their very few bright spots on the year. They go 29-12 in Staples Center, which Steve put them in the top third of the league for home win.
Well, Kevin, when you come into Staples as a visitor for a Lakers game, it really is a kind of different feel. I mean, if you're the opponent, you look up at all those banners, you look over at all the celebrities on the side, that theater lighting. It's a pretty cool spot, and teams sometimes, I think, can kind of get carried away.
Austin with the ball, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 7 points in the game.
That's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
LeBron against Brown. Fires the three. And LeBron James with the three.
Defensively, cannot forget about him. He could be wide open look there.
Austin will go switch here. Horford's checked in. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first.
Well, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Brown. Westbrook dishes to LeBron.
Who's got ball?
Feeds it to Beverly. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Beverly. This one for 3. Big move on this. Here's Davis.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already. He can't afford another one.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, he looks like he's made of rubber sometimes. Defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
And both free throws good for Davis. And we talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
Yeah, no question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
Passes it to Smart. With the fadeaway. Bryant with the rebound.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
LeBron passes to Davis. Working on Horford. Fades back. And Boston with the rebound. And here's Smart. Tatum. Goes the buzzer beater.
Pretty shot without a second.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter.
And, you know, for the Lakers last season, a lot of turmoil. And you think about the coaching change, but it wasn't just that. It was a whole system change as well. And the front office felt the Princeton offense they started using wasn't working out. So they were... in a state of flux all season long.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him... three before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Tatum. Down low. Back to Horford. Barnett defended by Bryant. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And going back to the Princeton offense that Clark mentioned, Steve, tell us about that offense and why do you think it didn't work out?
Well, they only gave it 5 games, Kevin. I mean, Mike Brown was 1-4 when he got fired. And that's impossible to install an offense and expect it to work that quickly. So, I mean, I think the offense would have been fine if they had given it time and given Mike Brown some time to install it.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Reeves the pass to Anderson. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, Walker.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast. I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Schroeder passes to Reeves. Anderson. Lakers working the ball around now. And stolen by White. And keeping us updated from the sideline. Swinging over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Guys, it's hard to doubt that LeBron James, after 2 straight titles and 4 MVPs in the last 5 years, seems to be at the top of his game. LeBron candidly said, quote, "I'm at my highest peak. I don't know if I can continue to improve." But he certainly remains motivated, saying, quote, "At the end of the day, I have a goal to be the best of all time, and I'm going to put that pressure on myself." And if he can just stay at this level for a long period of time, he may get there.
I like his chances. Thanks. Brown with a screen on Walker. Richard defended by Reeves. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
The feed to Anderson. He dishes it to Walker. Right side to Walker. Anderson outside. 5 to shoot. There's Gabriel. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Boston called for the foul. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
That one is no good.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
And it's Gallinari missing.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but that's not his range.
Wide open. Off the left rim and up.
I tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
It's Brown on the wing. And the three off target. Well, Clark, as you said with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7, 5 after his injury, and overall the team played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
Now here's Westbrook, guarded closely, makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night. Now a timeout called by Boston. And this part of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All three of us drinking the Gatorade as well.
Yeah, right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. Look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won the title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year it seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
He feeds it to Brown. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Bryant with a screen for Westbrook. Fires from the wing. They get it back. It's LeBron with the drive. Williams with the block. Brown outside. .51 seconds left in the first half. Tatum defended by Bryant. Rejected by LeBron. Here's Gallinari. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 10.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Russell Westbrook. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Tatum. That one off the back iron and out. Okay, and that concludes the first half. Celtics out in front, up by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Your safety is our
Welcome to 2K Sports on an NBA Thursday night. Let's check out what went down in the first half. Boston leading against Los Angeles. They've done a great job executing their offense. They've been avoiding sloppy mistakes. And on the other hand, the Lakers are still alive. Sharp shooting from downtown, they're raining triples nonstop. Leading the team in scoring, Russell Westbrook. At the break, 7 points, and his two-way play has been good. Very active on the defensive side of the floor, bothering shots and bringing that energy all over the court. That's it for us here in the studio.